Well, I'm here with Keaton, and Keaton, you work directly with Katie here in guest services, and how did you come about getting into this job?
So actually, me and my sister are both cancer survivors. When she was 3 years old, she was diagnosed with ALL leukemia, and they offered for us to stay at the house. And fortunately, we didn't have to because we live close enough. I was actually not born yet. Oh. I was in my mom's stomach. But then when we were older, my sister was involved in the Girl Scouts, and we actually volunteered here. My mom and her troop did, and we came to a whole party here, and it didn't look anything like it did today from what I remember when I was little. Oh. Then when I was 19, I got diagnosed with cancer myself, 2 separate related events.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and it was rhabdomyosarcoma, and it really inspired me to connect with other cancer patients and cancer survivors, and just with a lot of patients who are hospitalized. So that really kind of made me more in tune with families and really found my career path. I studied to be a child life specialist, and that's what I'm currently working on now. And while I was volunteering at Long Beach Miller Children's Hospital under Child Life, they recruited people for Ronald McDonald House. And I got a position to volunteer at the Summer Camp for Good Times Ronald McDonald, which works directly with cancer patients. That's how I found out there was a job opening here. Oh. And so it came kind of full circle. When you've been through something yourself and you know what it's like to be hospitalized, and you also know what it's like for one of your siblings to be hospitalized, you kind of get both viewpoints from that, and you connect to a family on a much more deeper level. I've had many deep conversations of parents asking me advice on what is life like after cancer, because that's a whole unknown in itself.
Right. And do you have any stories that come to mind, specific instances of talking with people where it was powerful?
There was actually one, it brought me to tears when I was working. There was a little girl, she was going through chemo, and she lost all her hair, and her mom whispered to her that I was a survivor, and I was walking by, and I heard her say, and then she's like, "But mommy, he has hair." And so that kind of like made me stop in my tracks, and I was like, yeah, but at one point I didn't, and soon you're gonna have hair too. And then so I got on my hands and knees because she was on the floor, and I pulled up my Instagram because she was obsessed with Instagram, I knew it. And I showed her all the pictures of when I didn't have hair. And so she was freaking out, she was laughing and having so much fun, and she was excited because she knew one day she would get her hair back again. It's nice to be able to kind of be not a spokesperson, but an image that there is the light at the end of the tunnel, that there is survivorship, and one day you will get to where I am, hopefully.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we are with Nancy and Gonzalo, and you folks are taking advantage of the Ronald McDonald House and the stuff that they have going on here. So you've got a little baby boy, and his name is?
Leon Matthew.
Oh, what a great name. All right. Who came up with that name?
Well, there's actually a whole story to that.
No, it's not.
Yeah, so
no, there's not. Don't believe it.
So he was born breached, right?
Ah.
So they had to do an emergency C-section. And the first, she had a cerclage where they tie up her cervix. And as soon as they removed it, he kicked his way out. Like Leonidas. Wow. So I was like, oh, his name's gonna be Leonidas.
Wow, that little stud. Right.
So I was like, yeah, Leonidas.
No.
And she's like, okay, it'll be Leon. So Leon.
No.
And Matthew meaning gift from God.
Yeah.
Okay, so you agree with the gift from God part.
Yeah. So we had decided on Leon before this happened. I mean, it did happen about his little foot coming out, but we knew that his name was going to be Leon Matthew before this happened. So then he's like, when my son asks me, why did we name him this? I'm going to tell him this story. So this story was just supposed to be for,
Let him enjoy the story.
Yeah. Okay, I'll let him. But let me just make sure.
Make that perfectly clear.
Yeah, let me make it clear that that wasn't.
So Leon, the stud, he was, and really underscoring the fact that he's a stud is that he was born premature.
Yes, he was born 17 weeks early.
Right before he was born, actually, her water broke, and then she spent in the hospital 2 days. She was there, and no amniotic.
Oh, your
fluid.
water broke that early.
Yeah.
So they didn't plan. This was not planned.
No. Her amniotic fluid was at 0. And so she was in the hospital. Baby was pretty much dehydrated, in the womb. And doctors kept telling us, your baby has a very low chance of making it. At 22 weeks, that's the threshold. He's not gonna survive.
We were very tired. They transferred me from another hospital because of their NICU here at the hospital that he's in now, UCI. So they had 26 people in the OR ready to, intervene when he was born. But thankfully, when he was born, he came out crying and breathing on his own. Yeah, so tiny and
Kicking.
Oh, Leonidas. Oh my gosh, amazing. Obviously, it's a big commitment. Every day. You have to be there for your baby, and so you were using Ronald McDonald's house was there for you.
Yes.
Where are you guys staying at? Is it in this house here?
Yes, this house here.
So we're in the orange house.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we're actually from Los Angeles, close to downtown. Without traffic, it's about like an hour away.
An hour drive. Traffic, it could be 10 hours.
Yeah, horrible.
Yeah.
So we're pretty far away from home, and it would be very hard for us to come every day and visit our baby. We were just so happy to hear that we were, able to be close to him.
So now we're just 5 minutes away, and in the mornings we wake up, we go to the hospital, say hi to him, come back home. It's only a 5-minute drive, and it really does feel like we're home.
Yeah.
This is feel.
I know the
like
rooms. We're in a room right now. This is the room you're staying in, but they let us film in here, and it's so comfortable. It's just, it's a nice little place to stay.
Yeah.
You've got a kitchen. You've got laundry privileges.
Yes.
It's a great little
Amazing.
neighborhood.
Yeah, I think the house is amazing. I never would have thought that I was going to be in this situation. But the Ronald McDonald house has actually made this, I don't want to say easier, but simpler.
So much better.
Yeah, and it's a way better experience. Instead of having to stress out of how am I going to go see my baby. Now it's like, I'm going to go see my baby, come back home.
Right, well, and there's folks who are financially strapped. They could be traveling to different states to a special hospital where they've got the right stuff. And how are you going to afford that? How are you going to be the travel, the stay, so wow. Well, I got to tell you, you two are a great young couple, and I am so happy that you were able to get some help through Ronald McDonald House. And I'm also happy that there's good news, and there looks like there's light at the end of the tunnel for little Leon.
Leon.
Leonidas.
No.
Leon.